So what tips would you give for new teachers or student teachers on how to motivate students, especially using the target language?
Well, motivation is difficult sometimes. Usually it's not hard to motivate kids that want to do well, but then there's kids that okay is good enough, or they don't really even care if they do anything. So it depends really where they are. If they're in a place where there's no real use of the language, sometimes it seems like, what am I doing this for? But then usually kids do kind of understand that it is beneficial for them if you explain, well, first of all, you can communicate with a lot more people in the target language. It's good because you're learning more English at the same time. You're learning more about words and how they're made and how they relate to each other. You're doing something really good for your brain because you're building new brain pathways all the time when you're learning a new language. So it's kind of a matter of explaining to them sometimes, and then trying to make things as interesting as you can, and as easy as you can. So there's just a lot of ways to do that in a classroom, and I think we talked a little bit about learning styles, and the learning styles are, if you try to go for those visual audio learners and then try to develop some interactive activities, you know, where they start to feel like there's some kind of like satisfaction in being able to say something and understand something. Because when kids can hear something in a foreign language and they can answer some questions on it, that's pretty neat. Or if they watch a little video clip and they can understand what it's all about, and they don't need your help or they don't need subtitles or anything, then they feel good. And that's the whole thing is, you know, if they start to feel like, gee, wow, I think that I can do this. I might not be the best in the class, but I can still do it pretty well, then that's, you've gone a long way to motivate them. Games, there's all kinds of different things that you can do to motivate. Find good reading material, just find good material for them is really essential. And material is up to date and deals with their kind of learning styles, because these kids are a very different generation coming up, and old material just doesn't cut it anymore with them, and it doesn't matter how you dress it up sometimes. If it's deficient in some way, they aren't going to be able to change that. If you're just working, say, with paper and pencil off written material, and they don't have much of that other stuff going on that they're so used to, and that they really are that kind of learner, you're going to have trouble probably motivating them to do much in that direction, like to talk. So you've got to work on that aspect of it.